Israel's deputy foreign minister says, and I'm quoting now, the Iranian clock is ticking fast and it must be stopped. There's widespread reaction and deep concern after Iran announced its test-fired a missile. Among the biggest concerns, the missile could strike Israel, parts of Europe, even U.S. military bases throughout the Middle East. Let's get the latest from our Pentagon correspondent, Barbara Starr. Barbara.
Wolf, U.S. officials say the test by Iran apparently was successful. But now the question is, what is Iran really up to? With Iran's test of this medium-range missile, the Sajil, Tehran moves closer to its goal of fielding an arsenal of hundreds of ballistic missiles. Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, who is running for re-election next month, told a campaign crowd the missile has advanced technology. The Obama administration doesn't argue the point.
I see it as a significant step forward in terms of Iran's capability to deliver weapons.
The big concern? The missile could have a 1,200-mile range. That means it could reach Israel and parts of southern Europe. But according to the top White House advisor on arms control, all of that could backfire on Iran.
I think it actually helps making the case to countries like Russia, which have been skeptical in the past about whether Iran really poses a threat.
The missile uses solid fuel. That means once on the launcher, it's 100% ready to fire. There's little warning time, and it's easier to move around. But where is Iran, which is operating under heavy sanctions to keep it out of the weapons business, getting all the help?
I would assume they're getting help from North Korea. I know North Korea is in Syria to help them, so I assume they're also been helping Iran develop solid fuel technology.
For its part, the Obama administration is still committed to opening a dialogue with Iran. But the weapons program that Tehran is pursuing still may push that whole idea further down the road. Wolf?
All right, Barbara, thank you. And as we said, there's very serious concern about where an Iranian missile could actually strike. CNN's Tom Foreman is here in the Situation Room to show us the areas of the deepest concern.
Sure, Wolf, and of course is a very important area in the world to us right now. Afghanistan over here, Pakistan, we've heard so much about India, Iran, Iraq, Turkey, Syria, Jordan, Israel right in there, Saudi Arabia. Big areas here. But let's look at, first of all, let's go in much tighter and take a look at the actual facility that we're talking about here, because we just got in this new image since we were on a couple of hours ago from Digital Globe that shows us more details of this place, and this is really worth looking at. I'll try to widen this out enough and bring this over so you can take a look at it. You mentioned earlier that this is the command center for this rocket place here. Right up here, that little shadow is what they believe is a mosque. We said we thought we had a picture of it. Sure enough, Digital Globe got it right there. They believe that's a mosque that's been put right across from the command center. Down here is one of the launch facilities. And if we move over this way, you can see right on the edge of this image one of the newest launch facilities right over here. So this is the area that we're talking about as ground zero in this, Wolf. And you're right, from there, there's quite a range.
And there's a lot of U.S. military facilities in that area around Iran.
Yeah, absolutely. If we talk about this, we're saying that we're talking about an area that's 1,200 miles in range. Earlier on, I gave you a sense of how far that would be. That's from Dallas to Washington, D.C. If you live out there in the country, it gives you a sense of what we're talking about. So if you're launching from in this area here, which is, as you can see over here to the east of Tehran, look how far that goes. That goes all the way out into the edge of India over here, up to Russia this way. It heads over here completely to Turkey. Certainly, all of our troops who would be in Afghanistan over here or Iraq are in the range. And you can see as we turn it on here, these are all U.S. military people. Some of these are small groups of a few, but others over here, we've got 140,000, 130,000 people over in this area. Over here in Afghanistan, we'll have 60,000. That's all from the center here, 1,200 miles in all directions. If you move this way to the border, or this way to the border to launch these, you pick up another 400 miles. Makes a big difference, Wolf.
Yeah, it certainly does. All right, very curious why they did this today, only a couple days after the meeting between the President of the United States and the Prime Minister of Israel. Yeah, all right, we'll watch it very closely. Thank you.